Funny. I've stared down the barrel of a lot of men who thought they were justice incarnate. But seeing you here, it's like watching my reflection in a cracked mirror, Frank. Same grief, different method. You made the war your religion. I drowned in mine and let it rot me hollow. This place, it's poetic. Two ghosts arguing over whose vengeance left a bigger crater. Just don't mistake this table for a confession booth. I ran out of guilt a long time ago.
Max, you and I, we both bled out in alleys no one bothered to clean. But make no mistake, I didn't come here to swap trauma. I don't drink with ghosts. I bury them. You think because you narrate your pain it somehow makes it noble. You think self-awareness justifies carnage? It doesn't. It never did. We've walked similar roads, but don't confuse parallel paths with shared purpose. I'm not here to reflect, I'm here to correct.
You talk like vengeance is math. One death, one bullet, justice dispensed. But life doesn't play fair and it sure as hell doesn't balance. You act like you're cleaning the streets, but all you're doing is writing your name in blood no one asked for. I see you, Frank. You turned your grief into a factory of corpses. No appeals, no trial. Just you deciding who deserves to breathe. But here's the truth. We didn't get justice. We just got really good at pretending killing was closure.
Closure is a bedtime story people tell themselves so they can sleep. I'm not chasing peace. I'm eliminating rot. You think I do this because I'm broken. Maybe I am. But I don't waste time narrating the tragedy. You want the world to understand your pain, to feel it with you. I don't need anyone to feel a damn thing. I'm not here to be understood. I'm here to make damn sure the men who ruin lives don't get to keep theirs.
You think that makes you clean? You're just a different flavor of poison, Frank. The suits you gunned down, they're replaced by darker ones. The streets don't stay clean, they just get wet. You kill one kingpin and 3 more crawl out of the cracks. I've done the same dance, pulled the trigger, watched the blood paint the walls, and the nightmares still came. It's not justice. It's ritual. We're not soldiers. We're symptoms.
Then stay a symptom, Max. Linger in the decay, drink your pain, narrate your downfall like it's literature. I'll be out there doing something. You want the war to end so you can sleep? I don't sleep. I don't flinch. I eliminate. When a man kidnaps a girl or traffics a body, I don't wonder what made him that way. I put a bullet in him so he can't do it again. That's not poetry. That's peace. Real peace.
Real peace? There's nothing real about peace bought in blood. You pull the trigger and move on. I sit with it. Every shot I took, the wrong man, the right man, doesn't matter. They visit me every night. You're numb, Frank. It's the only way you've survived this long. I envy that. But numbness isn't clarity. It's cowardice wearing armor. You don't feel the cost because you don't care who pays it.
No, Max. I feel it. I just don't let it stop me. You think emotions are some badge of honor. I think they're the reason you hesitate. And hesitation gets people killed. I know the cost of what I do. I carry it like a brand on my back. But I still pick up the gun every day because the alternative is watching predators tear through families like yours, like mine, while men like you write soliloquies about regret.
Regret's the only honest thing left in this business. You burn the world and walk away like the ashes were someone else's fault. I never claimed to be a hero. I know exactly what I am. A relic. Broken, blood-stained, and one bad dream away from the grave. But I remember the names, Frank. The faces. I don't let them blur into statistics. Maybe that's the only thing separating us. I still know what I've lost.
I don't need to remember every face to know the world's better without them. You live in the past, trying to grieve your way into redemption. But redemption's a fantasy built by cowards and priests. I'm not after forgiveness. I'm after deterrence. Every corpse I leave behind is one less predator with teeth. You want empathy. I want silence. The kind that comes when the screaming stops.
And what happens when the silence becomes deafening? When the only voice left in your head is your own, and even that turns against you. I've sat in that silence, Frank. The kind that chews through your spine and whispers about how none of it mattered. All the bullets, all the blood, nothing changed. Not really. You may silence a scream, but you can't kill the echo. Eventually it catches up, and when it does, there won't be enough ammo in the world to shoot it away.
I've made peace with the echo. I hear it every time I pull the trigger, and I welcome it. You think it's a curse. I think it's a reminder. Every echo is a receipt, proof that I did what others wouldn't. You sit in your darkness and wait to be consumed. I walk through mine carrying fire. Maybe it'll burn me down someday. Fine. But not before I turn it on the bastards who built this hell in the first place.
You're not saving anyone. You're just creating more ruins. You walk through your war like it's sacred, but there's no sanctity in slaughter. I've killed too, Frank. I've broken men for less than you have. But at least I don't lie to myself about it. You're not justice. You're just grief with a body count.
And you're just guilt without aim. You talk about lies, but you're knee-deep in your own. You mourn the dead, sure, but you never protect the living. You spiral. You punish yourself. I punish them. There's a difference. And maybe someday I'll join the dead I put down. But until then, I'll keep doing the one thing you're too tired, too broken, or too afraid to do. Finish the damn fight.
Finish the fight? There is no finish, Frank. That's the sick joke. It never ends. You can empty every clip you've got and it'll still keep breeding. I've lived long enough to know that vengeance doesn't close wounds.
Maybe it never had a hero. Maybe it never will. But someone has to turn the page. I'm not here to write poetry or bury my grief in metaphors. I'm here to make sure that the next little girl doesn't grow up hearing gunshots instead of bedtime stories. I'm not trying to win, Max. I'm just making damn sure the monsters lose.